Hey everyone there in the Periscope and internet world. This is going to be a new segment that I'm going to be doing regularly with you all, and it's going to be called Traffic Talks, because basically, as you can see, I am driving. I do have two hands on the wheel, so don't worry about that. Although really, who really needs two hands on the wheel? But we're not going to go into that. This Traffic Talk is basically every time I'm now going to be in traffic, I'm going to talk to you guys and give you guys some tips that I might have, just any type of feedback that I can give you, just so that way I'm utilizing my time to the fullest. You know, how often are we in a car not benefiting the time that we have? And so instead, I'm just going to connect with all of you and hopefully give you some information that you can use. So I just got done a awesome video marketing workshop over at Stewart Title in Chandler, and it was with Sharon Tyndall. She's amazing. So if anyone's ever looking for a title agent, definitely look up Sharon Tyndall in Chandler. So we just did a video marketing workshop, and during that workshop, we discussed, how to use your phone to capture quality video. And, one of the things that we talked about was, making sure that you're always in the moment and can always switch your thinking caps. Hence what I just did now. Instead of just being a typical person driving, I thought, you know what? Let's utilize my time to the fullest and let's start using this time to market. And that's something that we always need to do. We need to be able to switch our brains and switch from just being our business owner self or just being a normal, person, citizen in society driving on the road to then becoming a marketer. And so when this really comes into play is when we're talking about testimonials. Testimonials are something that happens naturally. People, after you do a great job for them, or after you sold their home in this example, since it was for realtors, they're excited and they're telling you to your face how excited they are. And why don't you just take that opportunity to switch your cap? So change from being a realtor, instead become a marketer and go, you know what? Can I please just capture you saying that on camera? And for safety reasons, just for legality, make sure that you capture them saying they don't mind you recording them. So later in the future, when you're super successful and making millions of dollars, they don't come after you and say, you need to give me tons of money in order to show that video. And so sorry if there's a lot of light coming in. This probably looks like a bad shot right now. But like I said, it's traffic talks. I'm driving. So testimonials. Testimonials are something that you need to easily and quickly switch your cap in order to, know it's time to market and it's time to capture those videos. So when you're doing your testimonials, like I said, most of the time you're going to be capturing them as they're naturally already giving you praise. And so just capture what they naturally want to say. Many people, when they're happy, say beautiful stories right off the cuff. Now, if your client wants to give a testimonial, however, he isn't quite too sure what to say, then ask him a couple of questions and just make sure to restate the question within the answer. And so what I mean by restate the question within the answer, for example, when I ask someone, what made you decide to start working with me, I want them to say, I decided to start working with Taylor, I decided to start working with Financial Potion because. And so you want people to have that question within the answer. And if someone is extremely, extremely busy and doesn't have time to do a full testimonial and they only have time to answer one of your questions, have the question be, would you recommend me and why? The key really is why, and get more details on, what makes you different to work with. Because obviously we all have competitors. Obviously we're not the only ones doing what we do, but what makes us unique and what makes us someone worth working with. And so if you only have time for your testimonials to answer one question, you're going to want that one question to be, would you recommend working with me and why? And so that's a good example on, switching the cap, switching that from that business owner cap, from that regular civilian cap into a marketing cap. And so always be on your toes. That's what I think marketing's all about, because marketing is always changing. Look, what am I on right now? Periscope. What was Periscope this time last year? Nothing. It wasn't in existence. Well, other than the people developing Periscope. And so as with marketing, it's all about being on your toes, being quick to learn, being quick to adapt. And so it's important to adapt to what's being said, and to, when you hear those praises, to switch to your marketing cap and start capturing those videos. So yes, I'm on Periscope right now, and so it's a vertical display, a vertical visual display. Now, when you're doing your testimonial videos, though, you're going to want to make sure that you're holding your phone horizontally. Holding your phone horizontally is going to give it that full HD aspect ratio. So when you upload it to other places like Facebook, it's not going to look weird. And you don't want to waste your space. There's no reason to have those double-sided black lines anymore. Sorry, 2 hands on the wheel, right? You don't want to have the double-sided black lines. And so make sure that you hold your phones horizontally, unless you're doing these periscopes. Then you obviously have to have a vertical display. When you're doing periscopes, I always suggest that you save the periscope files on your phone, so that way you can reuse them. And so by doing that, if you haven't already done that already, when you are looking at your periscope profile, go into your profile and then select to save all of your feeds. When you select to save them, it's going to get put into your phone. Now, this is going to eat away at your memory pretty quickly, so you want to make sure that you transfer it from your phone to some sort of storage device. I use the Google Drive. I use a lot of Google applications, so it just makes sense for me. For you, it might make more sense to just upload it to an iCloud if that's something you do. I know many people use Dropbox, and so whatever applications you're already using and already have on your phone, just go ahead and just upload it to that, so that way it's safe and secure up there and you can use it for future use, and then delete it off your phone, so that way you can save that extra bit of space. Now, once you have it on your Google Drive, you have an opportunity. You can edit it if you want, if you just want to grab a piece of your Periscope. And then the key is to also upload it to other places. And so you're going to want to directly upload all your videos to Facebook. Facebook and YouTube are in competition currently. Thanks so much for joining in, by the way. Facebook and YouTube are currently in competition for your views, and so Facebook is going to favor videos that are being directly uploaded to that account. And so what I mean by directly uploading, it means upload your video to Facebook. Don't just put a link in there from your YouTube account, because Facebook's not going to like it as much, and you're not going to get that ranking that you want. And so whenever you are uploading your Periscopes, put it onto Facebook and then note that it came from Periscope. So that way when people see those black lines, they're not going to think that you don't know how to record video with your phone. They're going to know, oh wow, look at this innovative marketer. Look at this person who knows how to stick with the times and is using Periscope. And so make sure that you mention that those particular posts are from Periscope. But I'm just about done my journey here, and so I'm going to be done this little traffic talk for today. And I'll be doing these a lot more often, so I look forward to talking to you all again very soon. Till next time.